हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण राम हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Let's chant our morning prayers. Let's meditate on the transcendental qualities of Shri Guru by chanting Shri Guru Ashtakam by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Samsara dava nalalidha loka taranaya karunya ghana ghana tvam praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya vande guru Shri Charana Ravindam Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Vaditaramadhyan Manasorasena Romancha Kampa Shrutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charana Ravindam Shri Vigraharadhana Nityanana Shringaratannmandiramārjanādo yuktasya bhaktāṃsca niyunjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanāravindam Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada Swadanna Triptan Hari Bhakta Sanghan Kritvaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanāravindam Shri Radhika Madhavayorapara Madhurya Leela Gunarupa Namnam Pratikshana Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanāravindam Nikunjayono Ratikeli Siddhe Ayali Bhir Yuktirapekshanīya Tatrādidakṣadati Vallabhasya Vande Guru Shri Charanāravindam Sakshādharitvena Samasta Shastrer उक्तस्तथा भावत एव सद्भि किंतु प्रभुर्या प्रिय एव तस्य वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसादो यस्या प्रसादात् न गति कुतोपि ध्यायन्स्तु अंस्तस्य यशस्त्रि संध्यां वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंदम श्रीमद्गुरोरष्टकमेतदुच्चैः ब्राह्मे मुहूर्ते पठति प्रयत्नाद्यस्तेन वृन्दावननाथ साक्षात् सेवैव लभ्य जनश्वन्त एव. Now let's recite Sri Chaitanya Shikshashtakam. These are 8 prayers given to us by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These are the most perfect prayers in the whole world. So let us meditate on the meaning of each and every prayer. चेतोदर्पणमार्जनं भवमहादवाग्नि निर्वापणं श्रेय कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतस्वादनं सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनम् नाम्नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिस्तत्रार्पित नियमितस्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशमिह जनिनानुराग तृणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानीन मानदेन कीर्तनीयः सदा हरि न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद्भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि अयि नन्दत्तनुजा किङ्करं पतितं मां विषमे भवाम्बुधो कृपया तव पादपङ्कजस्थित धूलि सदृशिं विचिन्तय नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदरुद्धया गिरा पुलकैर्निशितं वपु कदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायतं निमेषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृशायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्द विरहेण मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतां पिनष्टु माम् अदर्शनान् मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु सेवनापरा प्रभुरशिक्षाष्टक श्लोक जय पढ़े सुने कृष्ण प्रेम भक्ति तार बाड़े दीने दीने. Next, let us pray at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for Prema Bhakti. And also let us pray to the dear associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who are all Nitya Siddhagan. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koro More, Toma Bina Ke Dayalu Jagat Samsare. पतिता पावन हेतु तव अवतार मोसामा पतिता प्रभु न पाइबे यार. हा हा प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपा बलोकन कोरो आमी बड़ो दुखी. दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तब कृपा बले पाई चैतन्य नीताई. गौर प्रेम मया तनु पंडित गदाधर श्रीनिवास हरिदास दयार सागर. हा हा स्वरूप सनातन रूप रघुनाथ भट्ट युग श्रीजीव हा प्रभु लोकनाथ. दया कर श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संग मागे नरोत्तम दास. Next, let us sing our Prayojan song, our eternal meditation. Radha Krishna Pranamo Yugala Kishore Bashila Narottam Das Thakur Mahashay. Radha Krishna Pranamo Yugala Kishore Jivane Marane Gati Aranahi Mo. कालिंदीरा कुले केली कदम्बे रवना रतन बेदीर ऊपर बोसाबो दुई जन. श्याम गौरी अंगे दीबो चंदनेर गंध चामर डुलाबो कबे हेरी मुख चंद्र. गाथिया मालतीर माला दिबो दोहार गले अधरे तुलिया दिबो कर्पूर तांबुले. ललिता विशाखा आदि जत सखी वृंद आज्ञाय कोरिबो सेवा चरणारविंद. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेर अनुदास सेवा अभिलाष कोरे नरोत्तम दास. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेर अनुदास सेवा अभिलाष कोरे अधम दास. Today we will sing two songs. One song in glorification of Sri Nityananda Prabhu and one song in glorification of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar Patita Uddhara Lagi Dubahu Pasar. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar Patita Uddhara Lagi Dubahu Pasar. All glories to Shri Nityananda Prabhu, who is the son of Rohini. Because Rohini Nandan Balaram has come as Sri Nityananda Ram. Rohini Devi is Padmavati Devi in Gaur Leela. Balrama hoilo Nitai. Patita Uddhara Lagi Dubahu Pasar. To deliver the fallen souls, he extends his two arms. Ajanulambita Bhujo. His long arms he extends and grabs all the conditioned souls and saves them. That is Nityananda Prabhu. Gada Gada Madhura Madhura Adho Bol. Jare dekhe tare preme dhori deya ko. With a choked voice, Gada Gada, he stammers sweetly. Madhura Madhura. Whomever he sees, Jare dekha, he lovingly embraces. Tare preme dhori deya ko. Anybody that Nityananda Prabhu sees, he grabs them and lovingly embraces them. Who would like to be embraced by Sri Nityananda Prabhu? Haribo. Anybody Nityananda Prabhu sees, he just embraces them, gives them prem. And in a choked, ecstatic voice, he is calling out, but very sweet voice. This is the beauty of the spiritual world. Everything is very sweet. Madhuradipate Rakhilam Madhuram. Krishna is Madhur and Krishna's associates are also Madhur. Even the gopis are crying. Usually crying has a very sorrowful, disturbing tone to it. But when the gopis cry, it is very sweet. Because it is the sound of love. Rurudhu Suswaram. And here also, Gada Gada Madhura Madhura. Gada Gada Madhura Madhura Adho Bol. Jare dekhe tare preme dhori deya kol. Daga maga lochana ghuraye nirantar. Sonar kamale jeno phiraye brahmar. Such beautiful. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur really is the epitome of Nitai Prem. He has so much love for Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dagamaga Lochana, Ghuraye Nirantar. Overflowing with Prem, Sri Nityananda Prabhu's eyes always roll about restlessly. Ghuraye Nirantar. Looking like bumblebees hovering over a sonar kamal, golden lotus. Who is the golden lotus? The golden avatar, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu's eyes are black, just like black bumblebees. Brahmar. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a golden lotus. And Nitai's eyes are always hovering around Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Daga maga lochana ghuraye nirantar. Sonara kamale jeno phiraye brahma. Dayar Thakura Nitai para dukha jane. Hari namer mala gathi dilo jaga jane. Dilo jaga jane. The merciful Lord Sri Nitai, Dayara Thakura Nitai, knows the suffering of others, para dukha jane. So what has Nityananda Prabhu done? Because he knows our pain. Ha ha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhi Kripa Balokana Koro Ami Bodo Dukhi. We are very dukhi in this Dukkhalaya, this material world. And Nityananda Prabhu knows that. Nitai, our Nitai knows. Nitai para dukkha jane. He knows all our sufferings, all our pains. All of us are very sad, my dear friends. We put on a happy face, but actually internally, we are broken. Materially unsuccessful, spiritually unsuccessful. What have we got? Nothing. We are just Kali rejects, Kali chelas, fallen souls we are. Nityananda Prabhu knows this, fortunately. And he's Dayara Thakur. Dayara Thakur nitai par dukha jane, Hari namer mala gathi dilo jaga jane. What has Nitai done? Because he knows our sorrow, he has strung together a garland of holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, which he has bestowed upon the people of this world. Gurvagyam shirasi dhritva shaktyavesh swarupine Hare Krishneti mantrena paschatya pracyatarine. Hari namer mala gathi dilo jagajane. He has given the garland of holy name to all of us. Papi pashandi jato korilo dalana dinahina jane koila prema bitarana. Shri Nitai has subdued the sinners and the atheists. Papi, sinners. Pashandi, atheists. Jato korilo dalan. He has subdued them. Dinahina jane koila, and for the poor and the lowly fallen people like us, Dina Hina, fallen sinful people like us, Koilo Prema Bitarana. He has distributed Prem to the Dinahin. Dinahina jata chilo Hari name uddharilo Tara sakshai jagai madai. Brajendra Nandana Jai Shachi Suta hoilo se Balarama hoilo nitai. Gaur Nitai, Parama Karuna, Prabhu Duijana, they have Harinamer Malagathi Dilo Jaga Jane, Papi Pashandi Jato, Koilo Dalana, and Dina Hina Jane Koila Prema Bitarana. Prema Bitarana. He has distributed Prem Bitarana. Lord Ramchandra distributed the 10 heads of Ravan in 10 directions. Vitarashi Dikshurane Dikpati Kamaniyam Dashamukha Mauli Balim Kamaniyam Keshavadhrita Rama Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Srila Jayadev Goswami has sung. I'm not remembering the exact words, something like that. But what is our Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributing? Prema Bitarana. Prema Pitarana. Shri Ramchandra is Maryada Purushottam. He establishes the Maryada. Ravan had broken the Maryada of Dharma. So he was chastised, punished by Shri Ram. Shri Krishna showed us the Parakashtha, the limit of Leela, Madhuri. What sweet pastimes can be there? Radha Krishna, Leela, ultimate. But Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving us prem for Radha Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kari Swaparshada Swiya Dhama Saha Avatari Atyanta Durlabha Prema Kari Bare Dan. Koila Prema Bitarana. Atyanta Durlabha Prema Kori Bare Dan. Shikhaye Sharanagati Bhakatera Pran. Papi Pashandi Jato Korilo Dalana. Dinahina Jane Koila Prema Bitarana. The lowly and fallen people were given prem. Dinahin were given prem. Ahare Gauranga Boli Pade Bhumi Tale. Ahare Gauranga Boli Pade Bhumi Tale. Sharira Bhijilo Nitair Nayane Rajale. Can it get sweeter than this? Our Nityananda Prabhu calling out, Ha Gauranga, Ha Gauranga, Ahare Gauranga, oh my Gauranga. भज गौरांगो कह गौरांगो लह गौरांगेर नाम रे जे जना गौरांग भजे से है आमार प्राण रे. These are the words of Nityananda Prabhu. He's saying, chant the name of Gauranga, worship Gauranga. Anyone who serves Gauranga Mahaprabhu is my life and soul. Ahare Gauranga boli pade bhumi tale. Calling out, oh Gauranga, oh Gauranga. Shri Nitai falls to the ground, falls to the earth. Sharira bhijilo nitai nayanera jale. And Shri Nitai's whole beautiful transcendental body is soaked and covered with tears from his own eyes. Ah. Vrindavana dasa mane e vicharilo dharani upare kiba sumeru podilo. Within his heart, Vrindavan Das considers Shri Nityananda Prabhu to be like Mount Sumeru fallen upon the earth. Sonara Parvat Nitai. As he's falling, Ha Gauranga, Ha Gauranga. Shedding tears of love. Let us sing this beautiful bhajan, meditating on the mercy, the beauty, the sweetness, the charm, and the divine Leela, and the most wonderful, amazing mood of Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rohini Kumar. Patita Uddhara Lagi Dubahu Pasar. Gada Gada Madhura Madhura Adho Bol. Jare dekhe tare preme dhori deya ko. Daga maga lochana ghuraye nirantar. Sonara kamale jeno phiraye brahma. Dayara Thakura nitai para dukha jane. Hari namer mala gathi dilo jaga jane. Papi pashandi jato korilo dalana. Dina hina jane koila prema bitarana. Ahare Gauranga boli pade bhumi tale. Sharira bhijilo nitair nayanera jale. Vrindavana dasamane vicharilo. Dharani upare kiba sumeru podilo. And finally, a song glorifying Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Jai Jai Jagannath Shachiranandan, the son of Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Mata. Shri Jagannath Sachiranandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu. This song is written by a dear associate and devotee of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Navadvip Vasi, Shri Vasudev Ghosh. Jaya Jaya Jagannath Shachiranandana. Tribhuvana kare jar charana vandana. Jaya Jaya Jagannath Shachiranandana. All glories to the dear son of Sri Jagannath Mishra and Srimati Shachi Devi. Tribhuvana kare jar charana vandana. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Shachinandan Gaura Hari's lotus feet are worshipped by all the three worlds. Everyone, everywhere, in every planet, in every loka, is worshipping the lotus feet of Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Iba Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Kashobha. Jhanavi tatavane Jagamana lobha. Jagamana lobha. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Arati, which is taking place on the banks of Ganga in Navadvip Dham, is attracting the minds of everyone. And here also, Tribhuvana Karejara Charana Vandana. All the three worlds are worshipping, glorifying the lotus feet of Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Nilachale Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhar Nadiya Nagare Danda Kamandaluka. In Shri Nilachal Jagannath Puri Dham, he who holds the Shankha Chakra Padma Gada, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, the Panchajanya Shankha, the Sudarshan Chakra, the Kaumodaki Gada, and the beautiful lotus flower given by the dear devotee. He who is holding Jagannath, that same Jagannath in the town of Nadia in Navadvip, Nadia Nagare Danda Kamandalukar. In a place in the Mayapur area called Katwa, that same Jagannath who hold Shankha Chakra Padma Gada, he went to Katwa, and what did he do? He took sannyas and took up a sannyas danda and the begging bowl of a sannyasi kamandalu in his hand, kar. Nilachale Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhar Nadiya Nagare Danda Kamandaluka. Keho bole pura bete Ravana vadhila Golokera Vaibhav Leela Prakasha Korila. As Maryada Purushottam, the same personality in a previous age, Pura Bete, previously, he killed Ravana Vadhila. And then in the next Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, he came as Lord Krishna, as Leela Purushottam. Maryada Purushottam became Leela Purushottam. And what did he do? Golokera Vaibhav Leela Prakash Korila. He revealed the glorious sweet pastimes, Leela, of Shri Golok Vrindavan. Shri Radhara Bhave Ebe Gaura Avatar Hare Krishna Nama Gaura Korila Prachar. Then that Maryada Purushottam who had become Leela Purushottam has now become Prem Purushottam. Prem Purushottam. Namo Mahavadanya Krishna Prem Pradayate. And how is he doing that? Shri Radhara Bhave Ebe Gaura Avatar. He has taken the bhav of Radharani and the Gaura Varna, Gaura complexion of Radharani. Radha Bhav and Radha Dyuti. This Krishna Swarup. Krishna has come in this very beautiful form with Radharani's emotions and mood and Radharani's complexion and luster. Shri Radhara Bhave Ebe Gaura Avatar. Bhav is the mood and Gaura is the complexion, the fair complexion of Radharani. Effulgent. Not the fairness of this world, not the fair and lovely of the human beings. Srila Prabhupada was once asked, is Gauranga Mahaprabhu Gaura Avatar? Is he Gaura like the fair people of this world? Srila Prabhupada said, no. Fair people of this world means lack of melanin pigment. It is a white leprosy. Fairness in this material world, fair complexion is just white leprosy. It is lack of pigment. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is not fair like that. Srimati Radharani is not fair like that. They are very beautiful, effulgent fair. There is no upama, there is no actual comparison. We can say Suvarna, Champak, like the golden hue in the champak flower, or like the molten gold. All these examples are given to give us some hint, but actually it is too beautiful to be compared to anything of this material world. Shri Radhara Bhave Gora Avatar. Hare Krishna Nama Gaura Kurila Prachar. Now, accepting the bhav of Shri Radha, Shri Radhara Bhava Ebe, he has come as a golden avatar, Gora avatar. Lord Gaura preaches the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra to give prem. Hare Krishna Nama Gaura Karila Prachar. Vasudeva Ghosha Bole Kori Joda Hath. Jai Gaura Sei Krishna Sei Jagannath. After describing the rasa of Maryada, rasa of Leela, and rasa of Prem, Srila Vasudev Datta, Srila Vasudev Ghosh is now speaking Tattva. In Tattva, with folded hands, Vasudev Ghosh is saying, Kori Joda Hath, Jai Gaura, Sei Krishna, Sei Jagannath. Actually, there is no difference between Ram, Jagannath, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and Krishna. Same personality. Same personality. Yes, coming in different yugas. Paritranaya sadhunam sambhavami yuge yuge. To give pleasure and to save the devotees who are burning in separation from the Lord. The Supreme Lord, Bhagwan, comes sometimes as Jagannath, sometimes as Ramachandra, sometimes as Krishna, sometimes all incarnations together. Sarva Avatara Sara Shiromani Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Vasudeva Ghosha Bole Kori Joda Hath. Jai Gaura Sei Krishna Sei Jagannath. Jaya Jaya Jagannatha Shachiranandana. Tribhuvana Kare Jara Charana Vandana. Nilachale Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhar. Nadiya Nagare Danda Kamandaluka. Keho bole pura bete Ravana vadhila. Golo kera vaibhav lila prakasha korila. Shri Radhara Bhave Ebe Gaura Avatar. Hare Krishna Nama Gaura Purila Prachar. Vasudeva Ghosha Bole Kori Joda Hath. Jai Gaura Sei Krishna Sei Jagannath. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. We have 13 minutes before Amrita Prabhu's class starts. So let's read Srimad Bhagavatam. I think verse number 37 is what we were reading. We were reading the purport. Let's quickly read the purport. Hiranyakashipu is justifying why they should kill Prahlad Maharaj. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5.37 purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed all devotees of Lord Krishna to be humbler than grass and more tolerant than trees. Otherwise, there will always be disturbances in their devotional service. Here is a vivid example of how a devotee is disturbed by non-devotee, even though the devotee is an affectionate, even though the non-devotee is an affectionate father. Even though a devotee is Ajata Shatra, has no enemies, still there are many people who consider themselves enemies of the devotees. The material world is such that a non-devotee father becomes an enemy of a devotee son. Hare Krishna. Having determined to kill even his own son, Hiranyakashipu gave the example of amputating a part of one's body that has become septic and therefore injurious to the rest of the body. We discussed this yesterday. The same example, of course, may also be applied to non-devotees. Chanakya Pandit advises, Tyaja Durjana Samsargam, Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam. Give up bad association. Tyaja Durjana Samsargam and Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam. And in the association of devotees, you do your bhajan. Give up the association of non-devotees, Durjan, and in Sadhu Sangha, you do bhajan. Tyaja Durjana Samsargam and Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam. Devotees actually serious about advancing in spiritual life should give up the company of non-devotees and always keep the company with devotees and do bhajan. To be too attached to material existence is ignorance, because material existence is temporary and miserable. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam anityam asukham lokam. Therefore, devotees who are determined to perform tapasya, tapo divyam trakayena sattvam shuddhet. Therefore, devotees who are determined to perform tapasya, penances and austerity, to realize the self, and who are determined to become advanced in spiritual consciousness, must give up the company of atheistic non-devotees. This is very important. In the name of friendship, in the name of colleagues, this, that, we should not justify unnecessarily associating with non-devotees. It will have a negative impact on our bhakti. Pratikulyasya varjanam. We have to give up those things that are harmful for bhakti. Prahlad Maharaj maintained an attitude of non-cooperation with the philosophy of his father Hiranyakashipu, yet he was tolerant and humble. Hiranyakashipu, however, being a non-devotee, was not tolerant and humble. He was so polluted that he was even prepared to kill his own son. Kansa wanted to kill and killed his own nephews, and here Hiranyakashipu wants to kill his son. And Hiranyakashipu justified this by putting forward the logic of amputation. If there is gangrene and a source of sepsis in a limb, you have to amputate that limb to save the body. So therefore, we have to get rid of Prahlad, he's saying. Text 38. Sarvair upayair hantavyaha sambhoja shayanasanaihi surlinga dhara shatrur muner dushtam ivendriyam. Translation and purport by our beloved founder Acharya Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Just as uncontrolled senses are the enemies of all yogis engaged in advancing in spiritual life, this Prahlad Maharaj, who appears to be a friend, is an enemy because I cannot control him. Therefore, this enemy, whether eating, sitting, or sleeping, must be killed by all means. Sarvair upayair hantavya. Any upaya, any means, just kill this fellow. Just kill him. Purport. Hiranyakashipu planned a campaign to kill Prahlad Maharaj. He would kill his son by administering poison to him while he was eating, by making him sit in boiling oil, and by throwing him under the feet of an elephant while he was lying down. Thus, Hiranyakashipu decided to kill his innocent son, innocent child, who was only 5 years old, simply because the boy had become a devotee of Lord Krishna. This is the attitude of non-devotees towards devotees. Texts 39 and 40. Nairataste samadhishta bhartravai shulapanayah tigma damshtra dara lasyas tamra smashru shiroruha nadanto bhairavam nadam chindi bhindi tivadinah asinam chahanan shulai praradam sarvamarmasu. The demons, Rakshasas, the servants of Hiranyakashipu, thus began striking the tender parts of Prahlad Maharaj's body with their tridents. Hare Krishna. The demons all had fearful faces, sharp teeth, reddish coppery beards and hair, and they appeared extremely threatening, making a tumultuous sound, shouting, "Chop him, pierce him." They began striking Prahlad Maharaj, who sat silently. What was he doing? He sat silently, meditating upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. Text 41. Pare Brahman anirdeshye bhagavat akhilatmani yuktatman aphala asan apunyasye satkriyaah Bhagavati Akhila Atmani. Even though a person who has no assets in pious activities performs some good deed, it will have no result. Thus, the weapons of the demons had no tangible effects upon Prahlad Maharaj because he was a devotee, undisturbed by material conditions and fully engaged in meditating upon and serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who is unchangeable, who cannot be realized by material senses, and who is the source, who is the soul of the entire universe. Purport. So Hiranyakashipu's Rakshas servants attacked Prahlad Maharaj with various weapons, but none of them had any effect. Because Prahlad Maharaj was completely absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Purport. Prahlad Maharaj was constantly and fully engaged in thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Man mana. As it is said, Govinda Parirambhitaha. Prahlad Maharaj engaged himself always in meditation, and thus he was fully protected, and thus he was protected by Govinda. Just as a small child on the lap of his father or mother is fully protected, a devotee in all conditions is protected by the Supreme Lord. Does this mean that when Prahlad Maharaj was attacked by the demons, the Rakshasas, Govinda was also attacked by the demons? This is not possible. There have been many attempts by the demons to hurt or kill the Supreme Personality of God, but he cannot be injured by any material means because he is always in transcendence. Therefore, the words Pare Brahmani are used here. The demons, the Rakshasas, can neither see nor touch the Supreme Lord, although they may superficially think that they are striking the Lord's transcendental body with their material weapons. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is described in this verse as Anirdeshya. We cannot understand him to be in a particular place, for he is all pervasive. Moreover, he is Akhilatma, the active principle of everything. Akhilatma, even material weapons. Those who cannot understand the position of the Supreme Lord are unfortunate. They may think that they can kill the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotee. They think they can kill Bhagwan and the Bhakta, but all their attempts will be futile. The Lord knows how to deal with them. Hare Krishna. We can do one more verse. Text 42. Prayase pahate tasmin daityendra parishankitaha chakaratad vadhopayan nirbandhena yudhishthira. Srimad Narad Muni saying, my dear King Yudhishthir, when all the attempts of the demons to kill Prahlad Maharaj were futile, the king of the demons, Hiranyakashipu, being most fearful, began contriving other means to kill him. So the demons could not kill Prahlad Maharaj. Hiranyakashipu was angry. Let's see what he does tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow. So it's almost 7 o'clock. Let's we can end the call here, and we will see you all tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Today for Bhakti Vaibhav in the evening, 8:30. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Jai
you.
Sri
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Radhe Radhe, Prabhuji.